just real quick on Taiwan's advancement in gender equality. Well, Taiwan passed the legislation allowing same-sex marriage last month on May 17th. We are the first one in Asia to have done so, joining a fellow 27. Well, actually, this number is a bit controversial. Anyways, I'll just go for 27 countries worldwide to legalize same-sex marriage. Well, there is still a lot of people in Taiwan who opposed this idea, but this lemma ruling is definitely a tremendous victory for LGBT rights. And since I'm a researcher, I like to read, I like to research, I like to read the Lancets. So studies in the Lancet have proven that gender equality can actually, in a community, can actually promote economic growth, lowers fertility, reduces child mortality, and improves nutrition. So yeah, that's just a quick fact. And we'll now move on to the environment developments field. So Li Yi, she from慈心Organic Agriculture Foundation will share with us their nationwide reforestation effort in Taiwan. So they established this program in Taiwan 4 years ago, and they have successfully planted 350 trees along the country's entire coastline. The foundation is also honored to have received 2 awards, and Li Yi herself has received 1 award. So we will welcome her to tell us more about the foundation and her and their endeavors in this field.
Thank you. My topic is toward collective impact for environmental resilience through reforestation in Taiwan. Taiwan is also facing global warming now. Our annual average temperature has raised 0.7 Celsius degree. The most severe rainfall intensity increased 100%, and the average number of rainy days decreased 14%. Therefore, heavy rain and drought became our normal climate pattern. I think this climate pattern probably happen right now all over the world. So how to decrease the disaster caused by drought and heavy rain? To strengthen environmental resilience is one of good strategies. The definition of it is the ability of nature systems to recover from disturbances and to tolerate or adapt to changing climate. Therefore, protecting forests in mountain area can capture and save rainwater and also conserve soil. And the forest along the coast can really protect from salt spray, prevent land from soil erosion, and fix the sand. So it kind of play a role like a windbreaks. However, the coastline forests face rapid fragmentation because of limited government spending and the environmental stresses for planting trees along the shore. Therefore, we initiate a project called Coastal Reforestation. The idea we based on is from our philosophy. Our founder, late Venerable Ri Chang, his philosophy said, if this is something that needs to be done and no one is taking action, then we should do it. Sometimes we have to do hard things because it is right things to do. So we started at year 2015 at Taixi Township, which was located in central Taiwan with 50 hectares. That area really suffered severe landslide subsidence. It has 2 meters below sea level, and the soil was salinized. And in addition, the weather has strong seasonal wind, scorching hot summer, and only half of the annual precipitation comparing with other areas of Taiwan. So when we adapting the land, and I visited here again, and stand on the land, cannot find any tree, and without any idea. I was very scared, and my tears came out. My first things to do is when I went back to Taipei City, I watched this movie. Since this American movie, it has Chinese translation called Only Courage Left. I think it's my feeling at that time. However, I still need to face the real situation. So to improve the environment I think is the first step we should do. So I asked this ecological engineer, I asked him if he get ideas about this area. He said yes, and I told him, I don't have many money, but I have land, and you have ideas, so why don't we work together? And he said, okay, let's do it. So he made a freshwater wetland which can collect rainwater. And you see the freshwater wetland there? This is the only place collecting rainwater and the fresh water, and the other area already becomes seawater. So surround this wetland, we can really plant trees, and it grow well. And we also learned some techniques from experts of our Forest Research Institute and the International Society of Agriculture, which is a U.S. organization. And the companies come to sponsor us, and their family of staff participate in tree planting activity. In addition, locals joined us. So 10 months later, trees can really grow well. And the land is the place I first dropped my tear. And then 2 years later, it become green. And all the green you see planted by us. So in year 2017, Toyota Taiwan, they came to invite us to initiate a project called Buy One Car, Plant One Tree. Their goal is 100,000 trees each year to plant. However, the project scope was too big for us. It was beyond our capabilities. So should we accept the task? If we do, how can we plant this amount a year? So we find a strong partnership with Forest Bureau in 50-50 split, and work together to reach this goal. And we initiate water storing tree planter to resolve our lack of irrigation problem. And then Toyota company, they buy advertisement and invite 4 YouTubers to promote this project. And we tracked 2,750,000 click numbers, and it really raised the issue in our society. And the more companies come, and we build up a 3-year sponsorship for tree care. And within this 4 years, in the beginning, there's a lack of concern. However, it's like a snowball effect. There are right now 53 companies sponsor this project. In conclusion, through tree planting, people learn care for others, living things, and the environment. This will have a positive influence on those around us, and eventually become a powerful force for future. Thank you. Since I have a video, but we don't have time, so just let's do this.
So let's quickly proceed to our